Today, I want to talk on negative spirit, because you will not know the effectiveness or power of light until you are in darkness. When you are poor, if you see wealth, you will appreciate wealth. When you are sick, if you see health, you appreciate health. So when you know this negative spirit, you appreciate positive spirit. Matthew 16 to verse 22. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of God, but those that be of men. Everybody, do you know the meaning? There are people that are very close to you, but they have negative spirit. Be careful. There are people who are very, very close to you, who think they care for you, who show their concern about your progress. But be careful, because that their negative spirit might make you not to go far in life. There are some of you people who are more close to you in most cases, as if they care that you will not perish. Sometimes they are the one limiting you. There was a day a woman took her expensive perfume and she broke it and she poured at Jesus, and Jesus was pleased. Another of his disciples again, his disciples said, Why will you, woman, break it? You would have sell it and give the money to the poor. If you are the one, you say, This disciple is a good disciple. And Jesus said to him, Allow that woman. The poor are always with you. I am not always with you. She did it for my burial. Everybody, I found out that anybody that does not have the Spirit of God, anybody that does not think like God, anybody that does not have the word of God in him, the wisdom of God, is having a negative spirit already. You don't save the things of God in you. The Spirit of God is not in you. The word of God, the wisdom of God is not in you. You are always attacking me. You are always standing against my progress. Whenever you are doing anything in life, be careful of people with negative spirit. If you are not careful, you will not go far. Who are people with negative spirit? People who doesn't think like God. People who doesn't believe in Jesus. People who doesn't take faith, act in faith. People who doesn't take risks in life. People who are fearful. People with negative spirit, they don't have the spirit of faith. They have the spirit of fear. They are always afraid. Why will you want to do that? You will perish. You want to give for the work of God. Hey, you are wasting your money. Those are people that doesn't want you to be blessed. What are negative spirit? Spirit of limitation. Spirit of backwardness. Poverty spirit. Spirit of failure. Spirit of people who talk small. You don't talk big. Whenever they talk big, you attack. That is a negative spirit. In your entire life, be careful with people with that kind of spirit. Whatever you want to do, check people's spirit. And Jesus rebuked him. He said, Get behind me, you are a stumbling block. You want to pray for a person, and there's a spirit that is saying, What about if the person is not healed? That is a negative spirit. And anything